when you're in a sales cycle, it's guided communication. It might feel like you guys are just shooting the shit, but it's guided. You are going to that end point, which is a close, right? With this guy right here, okay, you know you're doing really good fact finding when you cognite. You're like, fuck, I got it. I know, because that's what I do. I'm just like, dude, I'm just like, dude, I fucking got it. I got Sharuin. Like I literally will have a little fucking like, dude, I get it. Totally, I got the fucking situation, bro. Are you, like, on a scale from 1 to 10, how serious are you about getting to that $250,000? Because I will show you right now how to do that. Like, you should have like a boom, and you just lay it up the way it needs to be laid up.
Like a paradigm shift.
Exactly. You should have that like, fuck.
Yeah.
Versus going through the motions. Like, let me build a little report.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Came out from the bottom, going straight up to the top. While y'all niggas sleeping, yeah, he punching in the clock. And they call him Mike Barron by the Lambo at the lot. And he on his gun, and it never ever stop. Came out from the bottom, going straight up to the top.
True, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, question. You go to Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, I'd imagine?
Yeah.
Okay. You go on it like more than once a week?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, beautiful. More than twice a week?
More than that.
Okay, so if you go on it more than twice a week, you see these fucking dudes show up on the internet pretty much every time you open up YouTube and you click play.
Yeah,
or you go to
every-
Facebook and the motherfuckers like this. Hey, it's Robbie, create a affiliate marketing store, click the link. You ever see that shit?
Yeah.
You think those guys are fucking full of shit, or you think those guys are like for real? Or
Full
you
of,
think,
I think they're full of shit, yeah.
so do I. Do you think there's any of them that are, you know, some of those cats are talking about rocking Lamborghinis and mansions and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
Right. Do you think there's any real ones?
There is.
There's probably a couple, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Most guys could be full of shit. I agree with you. But I know that there's cats in this internet world that are making shit ton of money. The little douchebag dude with the fuck, you know, the little edge up, the chicks that's rocking the Porsches and shit and Ferraris. Some of those cats are for real. You got these 23-year-old, 24-year-old young cats that are fucking destroying it, bro. For real. Let me ask you this now. So we're on the same page?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this now. How do you think those guys make money? Like, how do those guys actually make that kind of money they're claiming? Do you know?
Probably from people like me, yeah.
Okay, what do you mean, like white people?
people that want to buy that stuff.
Okay, people. Okay, and what do they buy? What do they buy? Like pictures, their pee-pee? What? Like, what do they buy?
It could be.
See, John, I do shit like that.
It's a skill.
But
Learning a skill. That's what people pay for.
okay, well, let me tell you what they do, bro. So these are like the new age gurus. Okay, so I'm a little older than you, but when I was like younger, there would be a guy named Tony Robbins. You ever see him? Click, click, click. See? You ever see this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, big teeth. He would sell personal development tapes on like CD and VHS. So now in 2022, ain't no VHS, ain't no CDs. Now all these fucking gurus are selling information on how to create a Shopify store, or how to create a home business, or how to create an affiliate marketing store. Those guys do. We're on the same page?
Yeah.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay, you kind of blink. We sure?
Positive.
Okay, so this is where we fit in. We don't fucking sell the Shopify. What we do is we know all these guys are making money, a good portion, and these guys need closers. Let me tell you that story, and then I'll tell that story.
Yeah, that's way different.
But that's exactly how I'm doing the demo.
Yeah, that's strong.
But that's my swag. So Flinders don't need to show up one day and be like with the SD hat, what up, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Flinders gonna show up one day. Flinders gonna be showing up one day. He'll be like, my ninja.
It's just like breaking it down and dumbing it down.
But do you see the level of communication, the level of control? Do you see how he's trying to do that, but it's not that.
It's like you stop and make sure.
And what I'm doing is I'm getting the guy to understand what this shit is. So he's like, fuck, I wonder how that works.
Well, you're checking it.
Yeah.
You're demanding answers. You're
Yeah.
involving him in the conversation
Yeah.
too. What do you know about that? Or how do you think they make money?
Flinders he's playing it's like this, bro. It's like Flinders is here. He's like playing this game. He's gonna do the Flinders deal. Casey's gonna be a little bit like here. The deal's a straight line, and Flinders is doing the Flinders deal, and he's gonna go in, build affinity, be super fucking likable, do the little voice thing, and then he's gonna do his presentation and pitch. And what I'm saying is like, dude, what you gotta do is just get in calm with motherfuckers and be real and get them to really see You get it?
When you're having a conversation, he's waiting to say what he knows to say next. He's not listening. He's ready to say what he's saying next because he's done this.
And that's understanding the meaning and the purpose of each step of the phone call. It's like, it's not just jumping through the hoops. There's literally boxes you're trying to check in each step of the process.
I remember your demos. They would be the guys that were really hard, but it wouldn't take more than an hour.
No, dude, don't fuck with this guy, man. He's gonna kill you. He's gonna cut your fucking head off and bring it to your wife. It's just what it is. And then Parker, as far as you saying check the boxes, it is 100% check the boxes. You say that to someone else that's doesn't have quite the experience. They're thinking about, okay, did I check that box? I'm checking the box, but it's fluid. I'm not.
You're making sure I heard Trey say it the other day, you're making sure that you're fact checking information from multiple different sources. You're not just accepting their acknowledgement as they understand. You're going even deeper to make sure that the picture you're painting is the picture that they're seeing.
Yeah, and then what I'll do is, I don't talk about this a lot. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this. It's called looping. Yeah. So if there's a point I need to make, just like I said, dude, this guru industry is a $129 billion industry. 129? 20 minutes in. Dude, I don't make this shit up. It's a $129 billion industry. And that's just an example. It's not so 129 billion is going to make or break it. And then I'm 45 minutes in, I'm like, bro, that's why I'm fucking telling you about this 120. I'm looping that particular message I need to get across because he ain't going to get it the first time. But my name is Flinders and I do 5 demos a day. And just because I know the shit don't mean he know it. So I got to keep looping on certain things. And then also not just loop like my intention or the point, also a potential stop or objection or about his wife, just something I got that is a potential stop. And I'm just hitting that wall, I'm looping in that wall, I'm 45 minutes in, there's no more wall because I'm hitting it every time. So when I get to the end, there's no resistance. You see what I'm saying?
You know the resistance points, so you're just gonna hit on it.
I already know everything, bro.
Yeah, and that's.
But yeah,
I agree with what you're saying, bro. It's like in the fact finding.
I know this shit.
In the fact finding,
I know
it's asking a question. It's go back and forth, and like you got to know the reason of why you're asking a question. Like have intention with using that answer later on in the phone call instead of just in the fact find. Oh, I'm gonna ask him this, and it's like. Have purpose on what you're asking them and use like you're literally gathering ammo to use later on in the phone call.
That's right.
So it's not just asking about their job because we want to dig into that and isolate,
Why they hate their job.
pieces, pain points, their ruins, like Mike said. They remember when I can't afford that plane. Remember, I normally agree with you, but remember when you told me how miserable you are, how much your wife hates you because you work too much, you don't get to see your kids. That's exactly what we're talking about today. We need to go ahead and get this set up. Do you want to? Are you interested? Can we go? Should we? Are you in? Do you want to see it? No. We need to set that up. Like Mike said, it's a doctor. If a doctor came and said, "I think maybe you should try this," it might help your problem. You're going to stand up and walk out of that doctor's office. The doctor needs to prescribe the medication and the solution to the problem.
If we don't cut out this tumor now, it'll die.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, tumor's looking a little big. You might want to look into something,
One thing too, man, I want to say is like, John, when I'm doing like my demos, my closing, I'm coming with a shit ton of altitude. So Christian McKittrick seen me close a multimillionaire that works with Tony Robbins and been doing the shit we're doing, but since the 90s. And he's like, Mike, that motherfucker was just brought in so much energy. And I was like, fuck, Mike, I know you're a G, bro. I was like, how are you going to round up this bull? And he's like, bro, the way you handled him was just disgusting. And he I low-key checked him. So that being said though, bro, like Trey Will, when you first got on the academy, right? How old were you?
20.
20 years old.
Just turned
right?
20.
Were you living at home?
Yeah.
Okay. Clay, when you first got on the academy, how old were you?
I was 19.
19. Grayson, how old were you?
19.
19. Okay. 19, and 20. And I can check everyone else. Ollie's super young. I don't believe it's fucking right for a grown-ass man with kids and a wife to be afraid of $500. So I go, I don't worry about no fucking pitch. I know some shit where I don't agree with the grown ass man be afraid of $500 because he just paid his cell phone bill, his credit card bill. I just paid my fucking credit card bill. John paid his credit card bill. Like Casey Cox paid his credit card. So I go at it different. I break these motherfuckers down, like on some altitude shit, because it's just like, dude. Hey, bro, can I be real with you, man? We've been hanging for 45 minutes, man. I felt like I can talk to you like a brother, man. Is that real? Okay, I'll stand, dude. We got a guy on our team right now, Trey Will. He got started on this program a year ago at 19 years old, living at home with his mama. This dude didn't know what the fuck it was. He had a faith of a mustard seed. He did the shit. He became fucking our leading supervisor. He got his ass on a fucking car ride, drove to San Diego out of sheer hope, knowing this shit could work. This is what happened. What am I talking about? What I'm talking about is I don't believe it's right for a 36-year-old man with kids and a wife to be like, Mike, I can't do this because I pay for my... A 19-year-old did it, bro. I can give you another story about my boy Clay. I can give you another story about my boy Ollie. Our great... Do you understand what I'm saying, fam? Mm-hmm. So why a guy like you, great guy, does marketing, does real estate, does all... Why... Dude, do you think it's right you shouldn't be able to afford $500 to get to where you want to go, which is $250,000? Does that make... Help me out, fam. Help me understand, bro. And the reason why this hasn't happened is because you got a problem with money. So, and I would lean on him, but I hit him with fucking facts and truth. This motherfucker got a problem with money. 35-year-old man with kids is scared of $500 that. What the fuck? So I go different. I go like God didn't make you like that. And I'll hit you the truth. So like you're either fucking not serious about $250,000, you're fucking lying to me, you're lying to yourself, or you're afraid. If you're afraid, I can help address your fears. But I know without a shadow of doubt, boom. 6-figure earner, Kenny Clark, 6-figure earner, Oscar, 6-figure earner, Toner, 6-figure earner, all our closers, 6-figure earners. What's the difference of a 19-year-old and a fucking 36-year-old? Come on, baby. Lock arms, let's fly. So I break them down different, because I get super real with them. I know, you know what I'm saying? You got to make that like decision. Like I'm gonna be fucking world class, or I'm gonna be fucking B class, or I'm gonna be. So you got to make that decision. You got to just name it. What the fuck am I gonna do? Okay, I am gonna be the top closer by the end of the year, without a doubt. I will be the number one closer between now. I'll be the number one closer in May, June, July. You got to fucking name it, and then you got to really want it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, and then you just gotta fucking do it, and that's it. It's just putting in work, putting the reps, not when nobody's looking. When it's all the shit when it's not here. It's when nobody's fucking looking, and you can feel good at 11 o'clock at night. Tell your girlfriend, whoever, you're just like, I'm out here on a fucking mission, and I'm about to stomp up a fucking hole in these motherfuckers' ass. Not in a bad way. I don't want nobody taking twisted and be like Mike said, fuck Casey. I'm not saying that. But you just gotta fucking want that shit so bad, bro. I never took a lunch break. If you're doing the same shit you're doing last year and you're taking that shit into 2022, it will not work. We got a guy on our team. He's the number one setter, and he's making 6 figures, and he's killing it, and all he wants to do is set. And we're in a mastermind, 100 motherfuckers there. And I'm like, all he wants to do is set. I said, this cat doesn't realize if he doesn't change, if he doesn't go to the next level, he will not be here. Not because I said it, not because I don't want him here, not because he doesn't want to be here. Natural just law. Because I just know all flat lines fall. Can't be a setter for 20 years. It's not going to happen. So you got to go become a setter, then the number one setter, then a fucking closer, then the number one closer, then a fucking closer to a manager to a director to an executive. Till we take over the whole fucking world. So I said, hey, this person's here right now, and I believe you know who you are. The dude just starts laughing. Mandir, I'm gonna speak on it. Mandir, if you don't become a closer, bro, you will not be here. Not because of me. I just know how all this shit works. Nah, I got you, big bro. A few months later, bam, goodbye. He leaves on his own. What's the point? The point is, the reason why I always go, it's not, the reason why Mandir stopped going, because the wall was setter. My name's Mandir. I set 5 appointments. I make 55 phone calls. I work with Lavish, and I make 8 figures. And that's it. Me, the reason why I can't quit, because I'm not worried about that wall, or worried about becoming a closer, or worried about becoming eating 5,000, or worried about fucking beating Russell Brunson. I'm not worried about it. The reason why I keep going, Because the walls I'm looking at is financial freedom in Africa and all the motherfuckers who are really about that shit. So for you to become the dopest setter ever should be nothing, because you're not even thinking about becoming a closer. You're looking fucking at the next step. So how are you going to get to the next step if you're going to fail here? Mandir couldn't see it, so Mandir's just at the wall. That's all it is. When I'm with John, the only thing we talk about is creating and plugging holes. And it's really, we always talk in futures. So if you're not thinking about your success, your development, you getting the next every fucking second, like I think about it, or like John Pena thinks about it, forget about it. I'm thinking about my success every fucking second of every fucking minute of every fucking hour of every fucking day. I promise you. He's with me, and I don't stop. I'm fucking going pee, taking a piss, and I'm in production. I walk out. He's weird listening. He's like, Brian, don't you ever stop? No, I don't stop. And I'm a good husband. I'm a good dad, and I'm present. But it's a curse and it's a gift. You should be thinking about your success every fucking day. Every fucking day. If you want to be fucking Tom Brady in this shit, or Michael Jordan, or Serena.
Came out from the bottom, going straight up to the top. Why y'all niggas sleeping? Yeah, he punching in the clock. And they call him Mike Barron by the Lambo at the lot. And he on his gun and it never ever stop. Came out from the bottom, going straight up to the top.
I know you were a closer, and you're like, what was that side for? Like, what happened with that? Like, just you becoming a closer?
It's a matter of growth. I would kind of put that out there.
Okay.
One thing that Trey, John, Mike said was, every flat line falls. If you're not gonna do any personal development, get the fuck out. And that's when I was like, fuck, dude.